Hey guys, today is March 19th. Yeah, it's March 19th. Anyway, it's the day after the McCormick vidya just ended. This morning, working on just starting to take these seed meters apart, these corn finger pickup meters, and just giving them a clean. I have a couple brushes I use, but anyway, I highly recommend doing this to these finger pickups units because, you know, that insecticide grime and shit builds up, and then it's, the planter obviously then doesn't run as efficiently. So, and then obviously you could have grime build up, and then, obviously that can lead to more pressing issues such as, malfunctions with the finger pickup and etc, etc. So, we are going to, take off. I got the main panel off here. I got to take this nut off here and then pull the finger pickups out. The big thing is getting the timing right when you put these back together, so the seed drops in at the right time. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna take this apart. I'll bring you back in a few. Got that cotter key out. One thing I will stress: measure the amount of distance between the end of this shaft, threaded shaft, and the top of your nut. Last year we made the mistake of tightening the living shit out of it, and then we couldn't figure out why the thing didn't want to feed. And that's because this is over tightened, so this finger pickup couldn't spin freely enough. So yeah, so basically you just want to tighten it so basically where the nut's touching, and then the cotter key will hold it on along with this little dicky here. So anyway, I'm gonna take this off of here. If I can get it off. All the insecticide and grime. This thing needs to be lubed with some oil. We put through, I think we put about 40 acres of corn through this thing last year. We did 125 acres of black beans. So they use the soybean cups for that. This year I'm gonna get brush meters for it. I had brush meters last year, but they were the wrong ones. So anyway, yeah, take note of that, and then you just pull this guy out of here. There's your corn pickup like that. So one thing you want to take note of when you take this apart is where the timing is, and maybe just mark that with a little Sharpie or something, just so you don't mess that up later. So now that could vary because when you're cleaning the friggin' planter, you're gonna, or the meter, you know, you could move the shaft, but at least you have a rough idea so you're not guessing. So anyway, I'm gonna take this apart, get it cleaned. I might blow it out with the air gun. And then we'll see what other kind of mouse nest we're dealing with. I hope it's not mouse nest. There's no plastic toad all winter. I have 5 more of these things to do. And then, yeah, so anyway, we'll bring it back in a little bit. We'll add, this is requires a metric socket. I screwed up again last year. I was trying imperial sockets, couldn't get 3/8 to work, 7/16, ½ inch. It is a, let me see, it is a 10 millimeter socket you need to undo these bolts for both sides of the meter. So anyway, I thought I'd throw that in there. So I got them cleaned. I actually have to clean the little finger pickup unit itself yet, like with the mechanism with all the springs and the fingers and stuff. But anyway, I got the belt drive in here and all the pulleys not all cleaned off, all the insecticide and junk. So I'm just connecting the two back together because this bolt holds the bottom idler pulley, I like to call it, on here. It's the shaft that slides on, so it's on here so at least the belt doesn't go flying all over the place. Yeah, I just got all my bolts just kind of loosely tightened on. I'm gonna put this on to hold this little rubber seat on here. This is where your meter sits directly onto your onto the seed tube. So this part goes inside the seed tube, and that just kind of seals it from the top so that dirt and other junk can't get in there. And yeah, so buddy's been helping. Anyway, I'm gonna get this on. I'll bring you back when we get to the next part. I'm gonna really emphasize to you guys, because before, I don't know, I think I showed you this. This was all green and red from insecticide last year. You never think about it too much, but that grime buildup and all that other junk, it really interferes with the operation of like these springs and this finger pickup system. So what happens is you get insecticide buildup, and then it builds up resistance to the ability of this whole system to turn and deliver corn seed down the chute. So it's like there's no way to get it perfect. Yes, I could take the fingers actually out of there, but then you'd have to retime it. But I mean, I think I got it pretty clean right now. There's a little bit in there yet. I might get a little more of a smaller brush in there, but as you can see, it's a lot better than it was. So anyway, I'm gonna get it finished cleaning it, get it back on there. But yeah, really emphasize this. This is so important with these finger pickups. It's the same finger pickup as on like your John Deere 7000s and 7100s, I think, too. The only difference is with these finger pickups is you have this butterfly drive with the with this hairpin, I guess. And the 7000s had the wings mounted right on this shaft. I like to call them little wings. And then there's wings that would catch on the cogs, like on the 7200. But on the 7200, they had these butterfly drives. I don't know, I like the design of the 7000 better. So anyway, I gotta finish cleaning this. That other thing, this is just the cup that goes on the outside, and this is where it sits. So up, so this is inside your hopper here, and then this is below, outside, and then the seed will drop down that little chute there from the finger pickup. So anyway, we'll get this cleaned up. We'll bring it back in a bit. There, all lined up again. Tighten it down about 3/8 of an inch, just enough, just so it's touching. And then it's all cleaned up here, so that's nice. So just got to put this front cover on. It goes on like I don't know, like this. Bolt that on, then the butterfly drive will just go on the other side there. I'll show you that in a minute, so bring it back in a minute. Other side's on. Now these butterfly drives, like I said, I personally like the ones on the John Deere 7000s better. They don't have these stupid things. They just got the wings mounted right onto the shaft and they're stationary, but whatever. I'm not an engineer. Engineers still like to screw a mechanic around. But anyway, these go on, and that little hairpin goes in. If I can get the thing to work. There, like that. And then you can lock these up as well. So they sell both locking and unlocking and non-locking ones. So the non-locking ones wouldn't have the locking options. So say you only want to plant with 4 rows instead of 6, you could lock like 2 like this, then unlock them. They're just spring loaded like that. So anyway, that's kind of a how-to, I guess, video, or just it's not a very good, I'm not very good at the how-tos, but just a little bit of a, you know, information on how and why you should be cleaning these meters out every year. I know we did it on the 7000 that we had years ago, and it paid off. So anyway, so I'm gonna leave you guys. Leave a comment, subscribe, give a guy a like, you know the drill. Like I said, there's gonna be more how-tos coming up here shortly, and I'll go over maintenance that I do on the corn planter and the drill. There's more on the corn planter because there's more moving parts. The Great Plains is pretty straightforward. So anyway, glad you guys are there. Talk to you on the flip side. Good enough. Oh, Canada.